right, and welcome once again. All takes valid. I go by Trill Trey as always. I don't know what he's doing over there. Big truck, what? As always, we
Woo
have
woo.
SP21 or Spence.
You know, just hanging with the boys, man. You know this crazy thing that this is the team that went to the playoffs last year, and all of them are gone.
Mm.
And down there, Mr. Big Trust is your boy Vick. So
What are
Vick,
you doing?
That boy, Des Bryant, he got activated from the practice squad.
he was
You're not.
activated the first time and didn't do
Well,
it
he
again.
activated this time. He ready. He ready. All
Hey,
right.
so
I'm
go
letting
ahead
him
and give
know.
them the rundown of this show. It's not about Des Bryant or Big Trust. I pretty much guarantee that.
I
The big game
guarantee
this week.
that.
All right. So with this week's episode, this is episode 13. We have the recap of the Thursday night football game. The Seattle Seahawks versus the Cardinals.
I
We
hate
had
Thursday
enough.
night games, bro. Every
don't seem
time.
They
don't
won.
seem don't seem to be having any luck on those games. Apparently, I think I'm the only one with the dub on that. But
Which is
after that, we
annoying.
have the NBA trades and free agency moves that have occurred these past few days, which Spencer
Still
just
going
mentioned.
on.
Yeah, still going on, still going
Still
on.
going on to this very
Um,
minute.
and then to cap it off, we have the Week 11 pick'ems, which I'm trying to bring it home this week. I'm getting tired of these ties that I'm having with Trey and well, actually, I didn't have a tie with Trey,
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say I thought
Spence.
it wasn't a tie.
Yeah, it won a tie, but yeah. So we're gonna go
It
ahead
was
and
a
get
You,
this
tie.
started. So
you,
He just
you.
admitted it. He
Listen,
just admitted
listen,
it.
no, it
listen,
wasn't a tie.
listen. Vic, the only thing that's upset is me when I have to tie with this man all like for 2 weeks straight.
Hey, but still, Mr. Pickums, the only person who's won multiple times.
Because you have one win, bro. One
and
I
more.
I'm
have two.
and I'm the only one that has
I know.
a dub on Thursday night football.
Sure, Mr. Thursday night. Sure,
Congratulations.
Mr.
Yeah.
Thursday night. Sure.
You can be Mr. Thursday night. I'm Mr.
All
Pickums.
right.
Whatever.
Mm.
Let's start.
So the Arizona Cardinals lost to the Seattle Seahawks 28-21 at home. It was went down to the wire, but ultimately the Hawks said that they're not gonna get swept. And we'll go ahead and start off with Trey. What are your thoughts on this game?
So I'm glad that Seattle's defense they did something. They showed up. Wow, like you see what happens when they can play defense. Like you guys get paid, right?
I
Like,
was like, where was this?
oh, okay, yeah. Where has this been
I was
like
like,
the past couple weeks? But yeah, defense did their thing for the most part. They did well with I think ball control, honestly, or clock management more so. I think the big difference, besides the defense obviously playing better than they have, honestly, and to me, was Carlos Hyde. He was a big contributor to them being successful. Um, I don't know the Cardinals. I know Kyler Murray, I believe his shoulders injured, but they're saying it's not anything too serious that he's going to have to miss time for. But you could tell on a couple of those throws, especially in the second half, like he didn't have his usual like zip on the ball. Like you could tell he was in pain, just trying to make something happen. But yeah, the Seattle. This was a good win. This was a good win because I was about ready to write them off if they would have went down again. But I mean, it was a good game, division game, so it's gonna be tight. The Cardinals did have some opportunities very late in the game, just couldn't quite get it to. I believe that was Andy and Isabella
Correct.
in the end zone between two defenders, which he actually on that drive, I believe it was like 3 shots like that because he had Larry Fitzgerald as well, where he tried to squeeze it in between two
Yeah.
defenders, and I thought Quandre Diggs was gonna intercept it, but luckily, I mean, it didn't get intercepted. But in the very end, the sack to end the game, that was big. It was like, okay, Seattle is like, we're done, we're home. But all in all, I enjoyed the game. Good Thursday night game. Probably one of the better Thursday night games that we've had in a while. Yeah, that Colts and Titans was just a blowout. That was, yeah, didn't enjoy that. Would not recommend. But yeah, that's really I don't have a real deep dive into it. Good game, good football, and this is probably arguably the best division in football right now. Honestly, I mean, besides the AFC North or the Steelers division, I should say, our division, the Kings of the North. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, not big trust. Yeah, not big
I
trust.
mean, last I checked, we still the division champs, defending division champs. So
For last year.
we're just relaxed right now. You ain't earned it yet. Y'all still got some ways to go.
Anyways,
Yeah, go ahead. Spence, how do you feel?
Go ahead, Spence.
Well, like I said, this like Trey knock on everything. Like this was a good game. Man, defense. This is what. If y'all can do this every game, y'all be fine. Russell Wilson will get MVP, no problem. I don't say you have to be a juggernaut. Just don't have a quarterback throw 400 on y'all. Just don't do that.
Make stops.
But other than just make stops. Make stops. Like you Dunlap, everybody just get involved. Look at that, man. Where was this? We need y'all since week 3.
Well, I think on Dunlap's part, probably, it was him getting comfortable in the scheme.
Yeah, the system.
He had just gotten here, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was definitely like a breakout game, I guess, for him. Since
a new Seahawks. So, other than that, good win. Once again, gentlemen, we're 0. We are all
Vick has won.
Wrong.
Oh well, yeah, we're 0-1.
Well, Vick, I mean, yeah.
You mean
for this,
yeah.
but
we're
this
0-1.
One, this
yeah.
one. We all lost this one. It's Thursday nights, man. I don't know what it is about them, bro.
I mean, they're short weeks, is what I think it really boils down to. Like, I feel like the teams don't, because they play Sunday and then they got to turn around and play on Thursday. So they're always a short week.
So.
Going forward, I'm taking out the logical reasoning as to why that team should win. Right. And I'm just going with the opposite team because apparently the obvious isn't so obvious on Thursday Night Football.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're
like, I think this team should win, so this team's gonna win.
This team should win.
Yeah.
But I'm picking that team. You're right. Yeah. You're absolutely right. You're right.
Well, my take on it, for one, just seeing the Seattle Seahawks come out the way that they did to start off the first half specifically. They definitely came with a lot of energy. I was like, dang, like I was thinking about it and I was like, dang, we always talk about this every Thursday. Like the, Thursday night football games, it's never going exactly the way we think it's going to go. We all picked the Cardinals to win and we thought it wasn't going to be as close. But of course, the big common denominator, the biggest factor in this game, which partly I would say it's mainly because of the defense, but also because of the running game, not having Russell Wilson be the sole, what's the term that we always say, playing hero ball that we talked about. Again, defense stepped up. Carlos Dunlap, Jamal Adams, being there. Obviously, we all seen just of how big of an impact. And those corners out there in Seattle, they may be young and not really, big name type of, recognition around the league, but they did a solid job from what I've seen.
That's a tough task to get that receiving for.
Yeah, I was disappointed in DK Metcalf dropping that touchdown. Well,
Oh, that gimme. That was a
yeah,
gimme.
that gimme where that Russell threw it right to his face mask. It just looked like he just tried to like catch it with his body. Like that's DK. Next time, catch it with your hands. All right, that's you got to snag it. All right, that's
Yeah,
mine.
and
Just
I
go get
crowned
it.
you the best receiver in the league a couple weeks ago, making me look bad.
Yeah, I mean, again, I got you on my fantasy team, DK. So next time, man, use the hands, man. That was a gimme. But um, you know, back to what Trey had mentioned earlier, talking about the Larry Fitzgerald one. Obviously, at first I thought it was a pass interference,
Yeah,
but then I looked at it and I was
close.
just like, you know what? They're both going for the ball. Typically, the refs would call it as a pass interference, but again, that it looked like a clean play on the
It's one of
ball.
those, yeah, it's those ticky tack calls. Like
Yeah,
sometimes
All
they'll
right.
call it one way. That's one thing I feel like the NFL has to do though.
yeah,
Like you said, if they normally would have called it, it should have got called there.
yeah,
Like you can't have
but it
this.
didn't.
It's always gray area depending on the officiating crew. I don't like that.
Yeah, yeah, I don't like it at all because to me it's just like
It needs to be definitive. If that's
yeah,
pass
because
interference, it has to always be pass interference, no matter
yeah,
what.
because last year, I mean, even though they had, they allowed coaches to challenge if it was a pass interference or not, even though they were pretty terrible at it. I feel
It's
like,
like useless.
yeah, it's completely useless. Like they would
They never.
challenge it
I
and
don't
look
think
at
they
it.
turned anything over. Like what? I
Probably
don't.
it
No.
was a few times, but I know one time, like all throughout the season when I was going to the Bucks games, they didn't overturn out. They didn't. They only overturned one pass interference call, and I think it was against the Giants, if I remember correctly. But other than that, I mean, just even when they had challenges available for pass interference, it was terrible. But and then that last, not the last play, the second to last play before Kyler Murray got sacked, the pass that Trey was alluding to with Andy Isabella, I felt like Kyler Murray was probably a second or two off. If he would have threw it sooner, that would have been a touchdown to tie the game. But
Yeah,
again, that kind of goes back to either because of the AC joint injury that he has in his throwing shoulder, or
pressure, but
possibly he definitely must have saw that late. But
yeah,
wasn't a beautiful route, but still he was
it
Andy
was an
Isabella was
opportunity.
there. Yeah, it was an opportunity, you know, and obviously he didn't come down with it. But all in all, um, props to the Hawks because as I think pretty much all of us were ready to write off the Seattle Seahawks, and they definitely showed us that hey, don't count us out. And Russell Wilson also showed everybody, hey, I'm still in it for this MVP race. So that's my take on that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they like I think we said last week. Seattle is the constant for the most part in the NFC. They are one of the most consistent teams in the NFC. They
Yeah, I
typically
forgot.
always make the playoffs for the most part. Like I said,
I
since
for,
Russell Wilson's been there, at least I can say they are they've been a contender
yeah.
just about
And
every year.
do any of y'all remember the stat that was pointed out about Russell Wilson being the youngest quarterback to have a certain amount of wins? Um, it was more than Tom Brady. I forgot what it was.
Um, in his first, I believe it's 9 seasons. Give me a second here.
Was
I
it
believe
8 or 9?
hold on, I'll let you know right now because I have posted it earlier in our debate page on Facebook. The
But
Great
yeah, I
Sports
mean,
Debate. If you guys are on Facebook, y'all can look that up. And yeah, it's a lot of good content we have in there as well.
Yes, sir.
but yeah, shout out to Russell Wilson for accomplishing that feat. He's definitely been a winner in his young
Okay.
career so far.
Yes. So yeah,
Was it 8 or 9?
Russell Wilson passes Tom Brady and wins for first 9 seasons,
9.
93 wins in the regular season, 102, including playoffs. So
That's a feat right there.
that is some good company to have.
Yep.
And my first year in fantasy football was Russell Wilson's rookie year, and I remember seeing him in the preseason and thinking, yeah, he's gonna be something. And when I drafted him, everybody was just like, "Who's Russell? Like, why would you?" And he ended up, yeah, he ended up having a great year that season, obviously.
I
And
forgot what that.
he actually took me to the championship game that season,
Yeah,
and
I forgot.
I just so happen to have him again this year. So I don't know.
Well, hopefully, you get to that championship game again, and it's against me, and you come up short again.
Moving on.
Yeah, a Raven.
Spoiler alert. But on to the next topic, fellas. So we got the NBA, right?